Hey guys, I think we're live. I'm just testing everything, make sure it's working. I'm not sure that it is actually. Let me know in the comments if you can hear me, see me. It's still not. Oh, maybe it is working. Okay. Sweet, so we're live. Yeah. And I know this was last minute, so I'm not even sure how many people saw my message, my email, and my message in the Facebook group. But I wanted to, I apologize because, well, first of all, if you can hear me, I just want to make sure that you guys can hear me. Let me know in the comments. And hold on one sec. My intention was to have a hangout last week before I got so crazy busy with the event that we just finished up. And I actually wanted, I was trying to pull one off last minute the night before I left for the event, and not a lot of people were around, so I thought I'd do it once I got to the hotel, and that didn't happen because it was just, we were busy. So I apologize, but anyway, just have some updates for everybody, and want to get you guys all up to speed with all the exciting stuff that's happening. And I've got Sierra here with me. How are you, Sierra?
Hey, I'm good. Oh, I forgot I need headphones. Sorry. It's been a while. Okay. Let's see if I can figure this thing out. Hmm. Oh, there we go.
Okay, if you want to just mute and I'll just carry on until you're set up.
Sure.
That's perfect. Okay, good. I guess you guys can hear me. Thanks, Michael, for letting me know. So yeah,
Can you hear me now?
yep, I can hear you.
Okay, good.
Can you guys all hear her? Let us know in the comments. Um, so yeah, I won't keep you guys long, but there's some stuff going on, and it's like I've been dying to tell you guys about some things that I've been working on personally for the team, and so I'm going to fill you in on that right now, and then I have a couple of other things that a couple other updates as well, and so yeah. So as a lot of you know, we just came off of an event called the Next Level Mastermind Intensive, and this was an event that Chris and Jordan and I started planning I don't know, 6 months ago or so. And when we were trying to come up with a name for the event, they couldn't come up with a name, and I had this inspired name that had come to me that I wanted to use for the team, and we ended up using it for the event. And in any case, it's still going to be our new team. I'm refurbishing our team right now. Basically, I love the name Team Shine, and Team Shine was a name that came from back when I first, before Chris and Jordan even came along and joined forces with me. I was building a team by myself, and we all voted on a name. People put in their suggestions, and then everybody voted on Team Shine, which is awesome, and I love the name. As you guys all know, lots of big changes are happening right now with the team. Chris is kind of refurbishing Team Be the Change as well, and that's not going to be Team Be the Change for very much longer. And I'm doing the same thing with Team Shine, and we're still going to be working together in a lot of different capacities, but Team Shine, as we know it, is changing dramatically. So here's, in a good way. So here are my thoughts about it. So the name Team Shine, I just feel like the word team in some ways turns people away. It's too like rah rah, like I don't know how to explain it, but I don't know if you guys can relate to what I'm saying. But I feel like what we're doing is not. It's bigger than than that, and it needs to be like a wider capacity for people that might not want to necessarily be part of a team, so to speak. Although we are a team, there are a lot of entrepreneurs out there that want to join forces and mastermind with people and not necessarily be like a team. So the word team, I feel like we need to move beyond that. So what I've done is I've hired a graphic designer and I've started building a new site that's coming along really well. I'm just waiting on the logo. This guy takes like 3 weeks to make a logo. So we have like, I think 6 days left until we will have our official logo. But our new team name is going to be the Next Level Mastermind. And why I'm so excited about this is because, first of all, this was a name that was inspired, that came to me in one of my meditations. Well, it came to me a few times, and then we ended up using it for our event. And I'm going to have Sierra jump out here in a minute and share a little bit about what happened at that event, because this is kind of the foundation for what's coming and for how I want to proceed with what we're doing here with our team. So the Next Level Mastermind, I don't even remember what I have as I have a like a tagline for our website, but basically it's to attract entrepreneurs who, to give them the tools and the community to succeed in whatever business that they're in. And so in my opinion, it's a lot more professional than Team Shine, and I just feel like we've grown above. We're expanding and we're changing. So that's one of the things that's happening. So when you see our Facebook group is going to change, and the Team Shine logo is going to go away, and we're going to be the Next Level Mastermind. So if you're, I'd love to hear your comments about this, and Sierra, if you want to jump out. And one of the things I told Sierra about this, I've talked to a couple other people on the team about this, but this is a mastermind. That's the other thing about it. I want to have, I know that the people that are involved in the inner circle for our team are probably the most committed people on our team, because they've stepped up and stepped into daily accountability and everything, said that they want to create a 6-figure business in 90 days. And, I know that these are people that are active and very committed. There's still time to be involved, get involved in that. But out of that group of people, I want to create a mastermind to help, we all know, and especially after this weekend, it's really clear what happens when you get into a mastermind, and how when we put our minds together, 1 + 1 = like 15. And so when we bring a bunch of our minds together, we can move forward together collectively as a team with different ideas for this. But I have a lot of stuff in my head about different things that I'm going to make available to the people that join us. I'm creating some coded pages as well for everybody to be able to market the Next Level Mastermind as, your front end, and as a place where entrepreneurs can come to get support and tools and everything like that. And of course, Empower Network is our vehicle for that. So Sierra, you want to jump out here for a second?
Hey, Amy. Yeah, when you told me about this idea with the Next Level Mastermind, I immediately was excited about it, because a lot of times when we have a new level of awareness in our business, or a skill set that we've gained and all of that stuff, it's like the thing that used to work doesn't necessarily work anymore. And while I love Team Shine, and I've kind of attached myself to Team Shine in a lot of ways, I'm really open to this new idea, just because I know that Amy is following her instincts. She's following her enthusiasm. And I am all for doing what you're enthusiastic about and making that your number one thing. that's why I quit my job, because I was like, I can't do this anymore. I have to do what I love. I have to do what I'm enthusiastic about. And so since Amy's really excited about this is her baby, but we're all going to be creating it together, I'm all for it. And I think it sounds more intense. It sounds more like a professional, like really on target focus thing. Team Shine's really like, woo woo, yeah, let's party and have a good time, but we're not really going to get serious, you know, like it just looks good and, you know, we're all happy people, but no, like Next Level Mastermind just has this air about it, you know. It's almost like the name itself is a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's a really good name because it is saying this is what we're about and this is where we're going. We're taking it to the next level. And I really got to see, you know, at the event this weekend, I got to see what happens when people get together that are able to contribute in a way that is advanced and it's beyond, it's past, you know, the amateur hour, it's past all of that. We're talking professionals coming together and really stirring the pot and like making this big, you know, resourceful thing that we can all draw from. So it's awesome. I'm super excited about it.
Yeah. So awesome. So yeah, you know, that was one of the announcements I wanted to make because, you know, like I said, I've been wanting to start moving everything over to next level. I'm waiting, you know, like I said, I think I have like 6 days left until we're going to have our logo. And then I can put that up on the site and on the Facebook group and everything like that. And so I wanted you guys to know ahead of time what was happening so you didn't think you were in the wrong place or anything like that. But we're taking it to the next level, guys. That's what we're doing. That's what we're about to do here. So it's super exciting. So, you know, if you're not in the inner circle, the Team Shine inner circle, and you want to be a part of the Next Level Mastermind, the actual like group of people that are going to be like meeting and kind of convening about different ideas for our team, just go ahead and get with Andrea to join the inner circle, and all the people in the inner circle are going to be the ones that are going to be invited to kick this thing off and really be convening on a regular basis because you know, because I feel like you know, I want the people that are involved to be the people that are super, super committed here. And I know that the people that are in the inner circle are, you know, right off the bat, I know that those are the most committed people. So if you want to be in on that, in any event, this is for everybody. So even if you don't want to be part of that. And then, you know, the other thing that's going to happen is as people start producing, you know, the biggest producers on the team are always going to get some, you know, we're going to have different inside of our website. We're going to have different things available for people. I just created a YouTube course. I know some of you were with me through the 4-week training that I did. It's going to be a course that's going to be available back there. You guys will all be able to access it, and there'll be an affiliate link to that. If you know, it's called Next Level YouTube Marketing. It's the name of the course. But if any of the other, once people start producing, if anybody creates something that they want to put in on our team site for other people to market on ClickBank or whatever like that, we're gonna be talking about stuff like this so that there's other things that we can do to help the team as people just, you know, have breakthroughs and figure out strategies that are working really well for them, to be able to share your knowledge for the team, just like we've always done on our team site. But we're taking all of that to the next level because you know, if you create a product and you want to create an affiliate link for it, we're going to put it on our team site so that everybody that joins our team has access to that right away, can help you get your product out there, all that kind of stuff. So our focus is still Empower Network. That's not changing at all. But we just want to make it very, very professional. Once someone joins us and gets onto that team site, even if they don't want to join Empower Network, there's going to be stuff in there that people can benefit from, and eventually they can join Empower Network if they choose to do so. So that's the first big announcement that I have. And yeah, you know, like Sierra was saying about the event, this event was amazing, and it wasn't just our team. We had multiple leaders from other teams, and they brought people from their teams and it was a total of 30 people, and it was incredible. So anyway, we're going to be doing more events like this. I hope to see more of you there because it was super, super, super powerful. I'm still actually processing everything that happened over the weekend. Even though I helped facilitate the event, I had as many breakthroughs as anybody, I'm sure. And you know, it's been a really transformational weekend. So perfect timing to come out of and finish creating the Next Level Mastermind website and all of that. So I'll keep you guys updated as this progresses. So the next couple things that I want to talk about are, well, let's see. I'm going to start off with, so I got a letter from Jonathan Kronstadt. He sent out, they've been sending out some emails to the top 200 people in Empower Network. And a lot of this stuff is like, you know, we're not supposed to share it and stuff like that. But I just want to give you guys some of the updates that are happening because I just want to make sure that you're aware about what's going to be happening in Orlando and all that good stuff. So let me pull up this letter. I'm not going to read it verbatim because it says at the top, for the top 200 only, for your eyes only, please don't share this. And all this stuff, but I just want to share some bullet points with you. And let's see, hold on one sec. Okay, so one thing that I think you guys probably have noticed is that there's been hangouts happening every Tuesday and every Thursday that David Wood and some of the leaders have been doing on Tuesdays, and then Thursday has been an all-in hangout. And so this is part of the new structure of Empower Network to help take the company to the next level. And basically the Tuesday meetings are kind of a Meet the Leaders hangout every week at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And this is a time where, you know, for those of you that are promoting with the DVDs and you're looking for a way to plug people in to follow up with them, rather than doing a whole bunch of, you know, follow-up calls, you can actually invite the people after they watch the DVD to get on this hangout. And that hangout is really meant to, I'm not saying that you shouldn't follow up with your people, but the hangout is really put in place for whether people are watching a DVD or whether they're just on your list and you want to, you know, invite them to get more information. They're on the fence. They don't have enough information yet to make a decision. These hangouts that are happening every Tuesday night, where David Wood invites some of the top leaders in the company out, are going to be a great place for you to invite people to come and get what they need. And now, let me just let you know, too, like when I first got in Empower Network, Dave Wood and Dave Sharp were doing this on a regular basis. And that's how I signed up most of my people, was by inviting them to hangouts where Dave Wood and Dave Sharp would close the sale for me. And half the time I wasn't even on the hangout because it was right, you know, 9 o'clock Eastern and 7 o'clock for me, and that's right at a time when I'm like, you know, feeding my kids, putting them to bed, that kind of stuff. And sometimes I would jump on towards the tail end of the hangout once I got my kids in bed, and I would have a few emails saying, you know, you just made a commission or whatever, because I was inviting my list to the hangout and those guys were closing the deal. So I highly recommend that you start to implement these hangouts in your business as a place where you can invite people to every week. And every week, David Wood is sending out emails reminding us about them. And you can use his copy, and you can also, you know, put your own spin on it and all of that good stuff. But you definitely want to start using those. And then the Thursday night hangouts are for all-in members only. And if you've been on any of them in the last couple weeks, these hangouts are unbelievable, the training. A couple of weeks ago, David Wood talked about how to get really clear about what you want, like how to, you know, he walked us through, he had like a couple leaders on the panel with him, and he had them each state like what they want to create. Like Justin Veranzio said he wants 11 millionaires on his team by whatever date. So David Wood took him through this process of creating an object that he can put in his mind to remind him about this goal, and how to use these objects that you create to keep your goals right in the forefront of your mind all the time, which is going to help you get there faster. And then last week, when we were all sitting around the pool at our event, when Sierra first walked down to the pool, I was laying there in a chair watching David Wood on the Hangout. And I didn't watch the whole thing. I'm going to go back and watch the replay before they take it down, and he does another one this week. But basically what he did last week is he broke down that process into 9 steps. He said, people always talk about getting clear about what you want, but a lot of times people don't tell you exactly how to do that. So last week he went through 9 steps, a 9-step process to teach, and I don't even know what the 9 steps are yet because I'm going to go back and watch it tonight, but it's 9 steps to get really, really clear about what you want to create. And guys, I know we talk about this all the time, and there's a reason for that, because it doesn't matter how much action you're in or how much you wish and hope that you can make more money. If you can get really clear about specific goals, on that first Hangout, David Wood listed every single one of his goals like that from memory, because they're right there. He knows what he wants, he knows why he wants it, and that's how solid it has to be. So I highly recommend you go through, if you weren't on those Hangouts, that you go through the recordings for those 2. But also remember that Thursday nights are going to be the night for all-in members to plug in and get this incredible training every week that's going to really help you take your business to the next level. Dara, do you have something you wanted to add to that?
Yeah, just because this is reminding me of a takeaway from the event this weekend that I got from Kayala. Kayala is so awesome, and I would describe him as a level 6, but you guys won't know what I'm talking about. But I just want to tell you something he told me that really stuck. That he does. He actually has a binder, a notebook with pages and pages and pages of all of his goals, right? And what he does is he'll go through and he'll have these different affirmations that are basically saying I'm accomplishing my goal. Like, for instance, I easily get 2 signups a day. And he'll say that affirmation 100 times a day. And so one affirmations that he's saying, and once all of those come true, then he folds the page in half and moves on to the next page. I don't know if he writes out, I don't think he writes all the goals out. He just starts with the first page. Once they come true, he folds it over and then writes 5 more goals and says those affirmations every day. And so I started doing that, and I've just, in the shower, I'm like, I easily get 2 signups a day. And then the other one I'm doing is I easily upgrade people in my team. I easily, so I have to come up with my first 5, but just something really cool and easy you could do right now to start, making things happen.
Yep. And again, if you're all in and you don't plug into the trainings that David Wood does, just ask yourself why, because he knows what he's doing, and he's constantly working on himself and learning new things and learning new techniques and strategies and taking it to the next level. So, this is training that you get for free. I mean, that training a couple weeks ago that I watched, in my opinion, was worth thousands of dollars, and we get it for free when we're all in. So if you're all in and you're not taking advantage of these trainings, I suggest you start taking advantage of them. And really take a look and see why aren't you, if you're all in and you haven't been getting on. And then if you're not all in, you can get all in and start taking advantage of these trainings, because this is the everybody wants to know what's the secret. This is the secret. It's the stuff that he's teaching in these all in trainings about how to get really specific about your intentions. And so I just wanted to make sure that everybody's aware of that. And then okay, there's some other stuff. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about this part right now. There's going to be a few micro launches between now and Orlando. There's 3 new products that are being rolled out. So this is really, really exciting. So I'm not going to read you all of this. I don't even think I'm allowed to. So, but anyway, just get excited about what's happening, because this is freaking awesome what they're about to do here. And then and Jonathan Kronstadt, in this letter, he goes on and on about how, he's been in this industry for a long time. He's worked with a lot of the top leaders in the industry, and he keeps talking about David Wood and David Wood's mind, and how, he's been in Costa Rica hanging out with David Wood, and he can't even believe the kind of stuff that he is he's rolling out. So So now let's see. Okay, so the Orlando event. I'm going to read you some of this because you need to be at the Orlando event. So here's kind of what's happening. 3-year anniversary. This is our 3-year anniversary event. This is so exciting, guys. I've been in since the beginning. It's hard for me to even believe this company is already almost 3 years old. So awesome. You know, a lot of companies come into the industry and don't even make it through a year. So with all of the turbulence that we've had over the years, because of the growth that we've had, this is going to be a party to celebrate a 3-year anniversary. So what he says here is, we're taking it back to where it all started. Hands down, this event in Orlando will undoubtedly be the most high-energy, most content-rich, and life and business-altering event that Empower Network has put out to date. There's a complete shift coming just around the corner, and it will be revealed at this event. Not a word will be leaked until then. That's not a joke or any way intended to be hype or a tease of any kind. We're literally reinventing Empower Network at this event in Florida. We're taking what Empower Network has always done best and putting it into a giant cannon that's pointed right at David's vision of creating 100 new millionaires every year. So it says this will be direct and focused. And speaking of focus, the focus at this event will be divided equally between 2 things. A, revealing our brand spanking new mobile opportunity tool. And B, an entirely new product line. And then he says, and like I said, these 2 completely new elements will set the stage for the company's new direction. If you miss this, you will wish you hadn't. Don't say I didn't give you fair warning. And then, you know, he goes into the 3 forces of evil that hold people back. And, I mean, he wrote a lot about this. I'm not going to read it all, but force of evil number 1, the media, the institutional forces telling you that you can't succeed without them and their rules. Force of evil number 2, the forces within your own circles, friends and family who, you know, don't believe in what you're up to. And force of evil number 3, your own internal self-doubt and the lack of ability to see your true potential. So, and he goes into a lot about these, and then he says, we're going to give you the exact tool set to break through. My phone is like blowing up right now. I'm not going to answer it, obviously, but it's like there's texts and calls and okay. So that's what I don't know why won't it let me scroll right now? Hold on a second. Okay. Okay, so if you don't get to Orlando, you're missing a chance to be part of David Wood's most pivotal moment. I'm telling you, as the guy who wrangles David Vision and wrestles with him to make it come to life, that I am truly blown away by what he's dreamed up this time, and I've done my best to assemble the perfect team to make David's dream a reality. So anyway, that's a little bit about the Orlando event. Congratulations, by the way, to the people. I'm going to read off the names of the people that I know of on my team that have bought their tickets. So congratulations to Thea Litzios, Clark David, Shan Parkinson, Krista Puzar, Kevin Brackney, Norma Jocelyn, and Sierra Samuel. These are the people that have their ticket already to Orlando. And you know, who was it that I said something to at the event that we just had over the weekend? It was Pete Pritchard. Pete's not directly on my team, but he's part of Team Be the Change, so I see him around at the events and stuff. Pete's the kind of guy who, even though he doesn't really always have the money and the resources and the, you know, the time away and all of that, he comes to everything. He never misses an event, including Next Level Mastermind, which was a $3,000 event. He's at everything. And so when I was saying goodbye to him the other day at the hotel, I'm like, I'll see you in Orlando, right? And then I was like, why am I even asking you that? Because when somebody's super committed, they just buy their ticket. It's not like, well, maybe I'm going to go, maybe I'm not going to go. Let me see if I can come up with the money. Like, there's no, like, that's how I roll. Like, when they launch tickets, like, I bought my ticket in Charlotte for the Orlando event. before they even release the dates, which is, you know, a big, kind of a big risky thing to do when you're a single mom, and I don't even know if I'm going to be able to cover the dates for childcare and all that. But I'm not going to miss an event. I'm not going to miss a national event. There's no way. So if you're seriously committed to your business, you need to be in Orlando. So I just wanted to give you some an update about some of the things that are happening in Orlando, and that's not even all of it. A lot of it I don't even know. I don't. They, like I said read in the letter, so a lot of it is secret, and they're not even telling us. So let me get back to the page just to see if anybody's. Okay, I'm not seeing any questions. If you guys have questions or comments, feel free to put them in the comment stream. And then update number 3 is for anybody that lives in the Boulder, Denver area or knows anybody in the Boulder, Denver area, Sierra and I have asked to be part of a panel for a big event series that Aaron Rashkin is running. And we're going to be doing live events. And I'm going to be doing some here in Boulder as well, specifically for our team to invite people to. And those might be a little bit of a different format because Keala gave me the format that he's using. That's where he's closing, I forget what he said, like 80% of the room all in at his events. His format is different than what Aaron Rashkin's doing. But we're going to do this one with Aaron Rashkin to learn his format. Sierra and I will be on a call on Sunday with him to get up to speed with how the event's going to roll. But the event is next week on the 14th, Thursday night at 7:30 at Aaron Rashkin's house. And so if you know anybody in this area and you want to send them to this event, Avram and Nikki will be there, I'll be there, Aaron will be there, Sierra will be there, and I'm not sure, I think there's a few other local leaders that'll be there. So there'll be tons of social proof, which for some people is all they really need to reach that tipping point, is just to see a bunch of awesome people who have all had success that are using this platform. And because some of us are using the DVD now to build offline, what's really cool about these offline events is for people that aren't interested in internet marketing to be able to come to an event like this and see that they can build a business without being an internet marketer. So there's kind of a dual purpose to it. And I am doing about 50% of my stuff offline right now, and which is the other reason why I'm going to be getting with some of the other local people on our team here to start doing some local stuff right here in our neck of the woods in Boulder. But I really feel like, there's a lot of network marketers around here who don't want to build on the internet, but if they saw what we had, they would, potentially want to lock arms with us here. So we're going to be doing more of this. So I want to let you guys know, if you live here and you're available on the 14th next week, to come to Aaron Rashkin's house and invite as many people as you want. We're going to pack the house to join us at that event and get ready to see some massive momentum start to happen in your business. If you don't live here but you know anybody in this area, feel free to invite them and we will take good care of them. We'll make sure that they get signed up with you and all that good stuff. So I wanted to let you know about that. Sierra, I see you're ready to jump out here.
Yeah, and well, I was actually talking to Avram and Nikki about their event for a while, and they're still kind of forming in their minds exactly the protocol that they want to use and everything. And I know that Aaron Rashkin's going to be a big part of helping them with that. And I know we haven't watched the hangout. We haven't, once we attend that hangout this Sunday, is it? This Sunday, we'll have a lot more details as far as, because it might cost people to get into the event. And if you're bringing people, it might cost you to get, it might be $5 or $10 a person. I don't know yet. So before we, tell everybody to invite everyone, just so there might be some things that we need to announce, after we've seen this hangout with Aaron Rashkin on Sunday night, to let you guys know the details. Was going to mention another thing too before I thought of that, but did you want to say anything on that first, Amy?
Nope, go ahead.
Okay, cool. Something really neat that happened, sometimes when you finally burn your bridge and you let go of your plan B, and I'm not recommending you do this unless you're really, certain that you're going to go for it, unless you have 100% faith like I do, because I've been doing this for a year and I know enough and I've had some success. So I'm not recommending this to you, but it's really cool that on my last day of work, it was last week, it was Wednesday last week, I got a call that morning as I was on my way to work from a friend who's a network marketer. I used to be in the same company as her. I was actually in her downline. She was my sponsor. And she called me and said, I have a friend who wants to get in Empower Network, and I really want to get Empower Network. I want to get serious about this. Can you meet with us? And so I just thought, wow, how cool is that? So actually, we are going to have an event this Saturday, and this will be my first, this will be my first time actually trying to present this. But I'm going to do something similar to what Kayala's format is, and that is, he basically, talks for a few minutes. He pre-frames everything. He does tell people about all of the products that we have. Now, I know that Aaron Rashkin might do it a little differently, because Aaron, I think, just likes to get people in at the $25 level and let the Fast Start trainings upsell people. However, Kayala gets people all in at his events. He doesn't just get signups. He gets people going all in right there. And so that's actually my intention for this event on Saturday. And so after you pre-frame and you talk about the products, then you go and you just play the DVD. So that's my plan. And Amy, I think you're coming along, and I'm just excited. I guess we should just record it while we're at it, and just, it might be a good resource to show people how we did it. And this will be our first time trying it, but I'm excited.
Yep, absolutely. I'm excited too. I'm excited because, and I said this to Chris last night when we were talking privately, after this past weekend, Sierra, I know that you're about to explode. I mean, I'm about to start crying. I can feel it. And Michael Leaf was at the event as well. Sierra and Michael came and helped us out with the event and did an awesome job. They got a lot of value by being there, and had a lot of shifts. And I just know that because, we were hanging out at the pool. I think it was at the last day of the event. We're hanging out at the pool, and it was really cool because most of us were staying at the hotel that night, even though the event was over. Even though I lived down the road, I had my ex-husband drop my kids off at the hotel because I wanted the kids to be able to party and swim in the pool late night and hang out and just be with everybody. And so I was spending an extra night, and Sierra was out at the pool with her kids, and we were talking, and she had an opportunity to spend the night in Pete's room because Pete was flying out, but had late night, but had already paid for his room. And she's like, but wait, I have work tomorrow. But wait, no, I don't. I quit my job. So she worked it out to be able to stay at the hotel that night. And it was and I said to her, I'm like, this is how it's going to be now. This is what it's like when you don't have to be anywhere and you can just do what you want and fly by the seat of your pants. So she worked it out, and it was awesome to be able to just step into that and be like, oh, yeah, I work for myself now. I can stay here an extra night and just hang out at the pool. And then this lady, 5 minutes later, I see this lady call her over, and I hear her say to Sierra, excuse me, I was listening in on your conversation, and right then, I didn't even hear the rest of it. I turned to whoever was sitting there. I go, she's about to sign somebody up. I know it. And sure enough, you can finish the story, Sierra, but this, basically this lady, when you get really committed to something and you burn your bridge, like Sierra just said, people will be magnetically drawn to your energy. And that's what this lady said to you, wasn't it? Something about your energy, right?
Yeah. She said it was your energy. I felt your energy. And her question to me was, excuse me, I overheard your conversation just now, and can you tell me about that song that you were talking about? Because I was telling, and I'll go ahead and tell you guys, on Sunday we were working on our stories, and I I was determined to finish my story because I hadn't finished it. And so I sat there for 5 hours, I think, just working on my story, and I was so focused. I mean, I would get up to go to the bathroom and get something to drink, but that was it. And the way I stayed focused, because there's two parts of my story. There's the part where I'm down and out and I'm struggling and it's just tough and I'm like, there's got to be something better and enough is enough. I can't do this anymore. There's that part of my story. And then there's the other part where I can't believe my life. My life is amazing. My life is awesome. And just fast forward a year later and look at all the amazing opportunities I have and experiences I've had with this company. I mean, it's happy, right? So you got the sad and the happy. So with the sad part, I was playing the same song over and over again because I noticed that if it switched to a different song, I'd lose that focus, with that emotion that I wanted to draw out of myself as I was writing my story, right? And so then for the happy part, I switched to another song. It was by One Republic. This is gonna be a good life, that song. It's gonna be a good life, that one. And so I switched to that one, and I stayed listening to that song the whole time while I was writing that part. So I was just explaining that to you guys at the pool, and then she wanted to know about it. And she told me a story that just brought me to tears, and I'm not going to go into it now. Maybe I'll make a video about it or something. But the cool part about it was that we really connected. It was definitely like the law of attraction at work. I mean, she could feel my energy. She was immediately attracted and wanted to know more. And so guess what? I told her, I'm like, well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you this DVD, and you're going to watch it, and what I'll do, and I'll keep in touch with you on Facebook, and you can let me know what you think. And so she said yes, she was going to watch it, and she knew some people from Empower Network. And do you know Avram and Nikki? And that was just trippy because that was like a small world. So anyway, yeah, that was awesome. And one more thing I wanted to say about the whole spontaneous part of the weekend that was for me was that I was not prepared to stay the night. I mean, my plan was to go back and forth to the event and stay at home because I wasn't going to pay for a hotel room. I just quit my job, right? I'm trying to like be tight with resources. And so when I realized I could stay the night, I ended up staying the night 2 nights in a row, and not like basically after Saturday I didn't go back home. But I didn't have a toothbrush or toothpaste or face wash or skincare. Like, all I had was what the hotel gave me, a toothbrush and a toothpaste. And I had like one change of clothes and a bathing suit. So it was funny. I was like, my hair was like frizzy and I had no makeup on most of the time. And they want to do a bridge video. I'm like, oh no.
Well, it was good because her clothes were very versatile. So she used her bathing suit was a tankini, so she used the tank top as a shirt one day with like a sweater thing over it. Like, she was mixing and matching the 3 articles of clothing that she had. It was hilarious. But no one even noticed because I remember we brought it up at dinner on Monday night after we went to the amusement park and stuff. And Kayala, you were talking about Kayala was like, I didn't even realize that happened. She's like, you didn't notice I was wearing the same clothes all weekend? He's like, no, I don't notice that kind of stuff. But anyway, yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, well, it's priority to just stay there because it was like a vortex. It was like, I don't want to leave. I don't have to leave. I'm not going to leave. And I just kept not leaving. And then even the last day, it was like, oh, I'm just going to go swimming and then go home, so I won't even bother taking a shower. I'm just going to be at the pool, and then I'm going to go home at 1. Anyway, it turns into a whole day thing. We end up going to Heritage Square and going on all these rides and going on the Alpine slide and then going out to dinner, and I'm just like, wow.
She's still in her bathing suit.
Exactly.
Well, you changed it in the car between Heritage Square and dinner, I think.
I did. I changed my shirt. That was awesome. We were laughing so hard about that at dinner.
I know.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good time.
And we finally got to play our guitars Sunday night. That was cool.
That was fun. Yeah. So, the point of all of this, guys, is just really to show you, like, when you're really clear, like Sierra was just talking about how she burned her bridge, we're not telling you to all go out and quit your jobs or anything like that. But you can burn the bridge. Like, I always talk about having the back door open. Like, even in relationships, sometimes it's like we're in this relationship, but we've got the back door open. Like, we're not completely committed to our marriage, or to our boyfriend or whatever, like, because we're not just completely happy and ready to like fully commit, so we leave the back door open, ready to escape at any chance that we get or something better comes along, right? And we do the same thing in our business. And so if you aren't completely committed and you have the back door open, you've got one foot like propped in the door, ready to just make your escape when the next shiny object comes along or whatever, this synchronistic stuff is not likely to happen. It's when you get really committed that the universe just starts aligning with you. And I see this happen all the time. But it was so cool. Like when I saw that lady call Sierra over the other night, it was just like, I'm like, I know she's about to sign this. Yeah, like, because she stepped over the line, she burned the bridge, she shut the back door, and she's like that's why I say I can feel that something huge is about to happen for you, Sierra, and that's why I'm going with you on Saturday, because it's gonna be huge. And like, I'm willing to do whatever I can to support you in making that happen, and I don't care what it is. We used to say like, no, we don't do three-way calls. No, I won't meet you at a coffee shop. At this point, when I know someone on my team is committed, and especially when you're first getting started, it's like you can't just like not talk to anybody and sit back and say, no, I only sign up people that click on my link. Once you gain a little bit of momentum, you can kind of change around and do things how you want. But for me, I'm kind of coming full swing, because what's happened for me is I started doing a little bit of offline stuff since we got the DVD, and it has already changed my business. I brought in a leader in the network marketing company who turned around and brought in a couple more, and all these people are coded to me, so I started getting these $2,000 pass-ups. And I have a meeting tomorrow with another MLM leader that's local with me, and and it's hilarious because she somebody that I met. I went to a network marketing event. She was leading the event. She's friggin' awesome. She sent me a thank you card because I bought some product from her that night. And in the thank you card, she said, I've been watching you on Facebook and I want to know what you're doing. So we've been playing, like we just haven't been able to make it work because we've both been traveling so much. And it's finally happening on Thursday. And she just sent me an email yesterday and said, I can't wait to hear about your event. Because she's watching everything I'm doing on Facebook. So she saw that I was at this event this weekend and stuff. In any case, I'm meeting with her at a coffee shop because I know that when I hand someone that DVD and they already are familiar with this industry, or they're already in another company and they're a leader in that company, and then they take a look at what we have here, and there's not another compensation plan that can even remotely compare to what we have here. Not to mention, our products will help people build whatever it is they're already building if that's how they choose to do this. So for me, that's one of my strategies right now, is just bringing in a few more people like that, because it's amazing how fast your income can shift when you bring in somebody this way that knows how to build offline, that's already building something offline, that knows how to be a leader. I mean, a couple people like that, and you're at $10,000 a month residual easily. So, so I'm, after all these last couple years being completely 100% online, I'm going back to doing a lot of stuff offline now with these events that we're doing and stuff like that. And part of the reason for that is because Empower Network has decided to create tools to make it easy for us to do that, like this DVD. So, and this Tuesday night hangout that I was just telling you guys about. So we have now we have an offline system in place as well. So, I'm definitely going to take advantage of that. And because, I come from a background of building my business offline, I didn't enjoy doing it that way when I was cold calling realtors and having home parties at my house every day and all of that. I like online marketing better. But I have a background in offline marketing. So like when Avram was talking to me the other night about doing these events, he's like, we've never done this before. They don't have a network marketing background, so he has no idea. Like, they've done one event so far since the DVD came out, and it didn't go well. But, Aaron Rashkin has been helping them with that. But my whole background is in hotel meetings and stuff like that. So I already know how to do this kind of stuff. And to be able to do it with this vehicle, I mean, the potential is so huge. So I'm excited to be able to mix this in with the rest of the stuff we're doing. And I'm really excited to be able to help my team, like I said, in any way that I can. And when I know, like I said, when I know somebody's committed, Sarah reached out to me yesterday and said, I'm going to this woman's house for an event on Saturday. Will you come? Yes, I will come. So if you live near me, I mean, if you're like across the country, I can't make any promises. But, I know that I have quite a few people on my team that are local. And I've offered before. I mean, I offered leading up to the Charlotte event to help people and get on three-way calls and do all this stuff, and nobody stepped up and took advantage of it. But I'm glad that you are, Sierra, and I'm really excited for what I know is about to happen for you.
Thanks, Amy. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is probably a great time to mention one of the breakthroughs we had this weekend. Nikki was telling me how rare it is for people to actually, she always offers herself as someone that people can leverage her success, right? And she's always telling people, like, leverage my success, use this stuff. And it's very rare for people to actually use it because they all have in the back of their mind this fear that, oh, but if I tell people about her and I point people to her story, they're going to want to go sign up with her. You got to let that go. And it was actually a hurdle for me because I recently jumped on a co-op solo ad with Amy, and it was all about this video that she created, the 5 crucial things you need to have to create success, right? And I too had that hurdle a little bit in my mind. Like, I was like, well, I'm just leading people to Amy's page, they're going to sign up with her. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do this because I trust Amy. I believe in her, and she's telling me to do this, so I'm just going to do it. I'm encouraging you guys to leverage Amy's success. And Amy has asked me to do a training on just how I've been able to bridge my video to her video, create my own capture page, because when I first started the solo ad with her, I had it just going to her capture page and her video, and then all of a sudden they got an email from me, and it was kind of like, oh, who is this person? So I started it out with my capture page with picture of me, my video, and then introducing to her. And through this whole process, you know what's funny? I realized that, oh my God, this is a miracle that here this person that has a life that was parallel in so many ways to my own story. How is it possible that I met this person that also was a single mom, also was broke when she got started, and has the lifestyle that she does now and has inspired me to join her and to, you know what I'm saying? So she's showing me at a time in my life when I was looking for a way, looking for a better way, she's showing me what's possible, and her life completely parallels mine in so many, like, synchronistic ways. I mean, she's a singer-songwriter. I mean, it comes down to so many different things we have in common. That's not a coincidence. And so however you can leverage her success, do it. And the thing is that I know that by Amy coming on Saturday, I'm going to be able to leverage her success. I'm able to say, look, this is what Amy's been able to do. Listen to it straight from her, and you're going to be amazed. So thank you so much for being there. You know, if you don't have a success story yet, this is the way to do it. You know, go for it. So
well, that's the thing, and we always say we say this all the time, like, and David Wood even says it too. You know, like, if you don't have a success story yet, you just need to do, balls to the wall, do whatever you can to get one. And I think a lot of people are afraid to go to somebody's house or have an event like this, or get on the phone or whatever. The first 10 people I brought into Empower Network were people that I already knew, that were already in my circle. I mean, I just basically contacted people that I knew that were in the industry, that weren't struggling, that weren't making money, and I said, I just joined this new thing. I didn't even have any success yet. I just was like, I decided that this is what I'm going to do, check it out. And that's like the first 10 people that I signed up were like that. And that was before we had like an offline tool or anything like that. So just, sometimes you just need to get out of your own way and just do whatever it takes to create that success story. And once you have a little bit of success, it gets a lot easier to create more. It's just, a matter of getting off the ground and sorry, I'm sending Michael, I'm sending you a link right now if you want to jump on with us before we, I told Michael I would have him come out and share if he wanted to about the weekend a little bit. So I sent it to you on Facebook. Anyway, so, sorry, totally multitasking, but yeah, so just to be willing to just get out of your own way and go out and do what it takes. And, it's super easy right now because, we do have this tool. And now we have these Tuesday night hangouts, and it's we have our Monday night Empower Hour as well, which is also a great place for people to jump on and hear stuff about our company. But the Tuesday night hangouts are specifically designed for that. So we now, like I said, have this offline system. So if you're not having success online and you want to just get some momentum, go offline. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. That's kind of what, you know, this whole thing has just been created for that. And you know, it's awesome because there are a lot of leaders in other companies in the industry who have had a ton of success. Some of them are 7-figure, 8-figure earners, and they don't want to be online. You know, the first leader that I brought into Empower Network the reason he's never joined Empower Network is because he doesn't want to do anything online. Now that there's a way to do it offline, he decided to join. So there's probably a lot more people just like that. I know there are a lot of people just like that who internet marketing does not appeal to them, but they know how to build teams. So, you know, anyway, that's my strategy. I know somebody asked me specifically how I got on the leaderboard for the top 10 earners in the company for the week, and that's why. It was because I was getting $2,000 pass-ups from this guy that I brought in. So there you go. That's how I did it. It was all offline.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I don't know if Michael's going to join us or not, but that I think was, yeah, I think that was all the updates that I had. If anybody has any questions or wants to chime in or anything in the comments, go ahead and answer your questions. And other than that, it's been exactly an hour, which is perfect. Good amount of time. So anyway, I hope you guys are excited. There's so many exciting things with our team and the Orlando event and the local events and just all kinds of ways for you to leverage your business right now. So, and you'll be hearing, you know, just stay glued to the Facebook group. That's the easiest way for me to stay in touch about any updates. And like I said, you might, as soon as we get that logo, you're going to see the name. Oh, here comes Michael. You're going to see the name of that group change. So don't freak out when you see that. I just wanted to give you a heads up. Hey, Michael, how you doing?
Never better. How about you?
Oh, you have a lava lamp. I was telling Sierra the other day, I just set myself a reward with my kids. We were in McGuckins. McGuckins has the coolest lava lamps, like all different kinds. And so I told my kids, the next time I have $1,000 day, we're going to McGuckins and we're buying a lava lamp for every room of the house. So
nice.
Just as a little fun thing to do, as a little reward, because it's always good to celebrate your every little success. So I see you have a lava lamp in the background. I'm jealous.
There, that's a little better.
So yeah, I just wanted to bring you out to just, I mean, I know that you're kind of in a different place now than you were 5 days ago, 6 days ago.
Oh my God.
So.
Yeah. Unrecognizable. It's pretty cool. You know, I think I could sum it up by just this. You know how, like in school, when you lean back in a chair and you lean back a little bit more and a little bit more, and then there's just that split second, right? When you realize that you just leaned too far back and you're like, ah! That's kind of how it has felt. I feel like this weekend, I don't think that the real effects of how profound this was and the breakthroughs that everyone got, I don't think the real effects are going to be felt for days or weeks or probably even longer. But I've definitely noticed, like sitting here this morning in my house, just reflecting on it and actually going through, in fact, it's right here, going through the first module in the 15K formula and setting that intention. And there's a profound difference in just being intentional, where I'm coming from, and just how things that I imagined were real were just my imagination. It was just something that I had created and imagined, and it's really cool to just recognize that and just let it go. And that's it. Just let it go. And it really is that simple. I've had a tendency to overcomplicate the heck out of everything, and just recognizing, you know what, I can let that go too. So it's pretty cool. Thank you so much, Amy, and Chris and Jordan and all the other rock stars, Sierra, and I mean, we all got incredible breakthroughs. You know, guys, for everybody, everyone that's watching, this is not a bunch of hype. It's actually real. I think it was really well structured, really well put together. The breakthroughs, the way that we started with having a hike, and I mean, I have to admit, I started thinking maybe there were some people I might have to perform CPR on. They were kind of.
I checked with Michael like halfway through. I was like, "You are CPR certified, right?" Because yeah, it was for people coming from sea level. I mean, it wasn't a really difficult hike for people that live here, but for people coming from sea level, you know, to 5,000 feet, it's a big deal. And then going up another 2,000 feet on the hike. So.
Yeah, it was definitely a challenge, but I thought it was a great way to start off the weekend because it was team bonding and. You know, and I think transitioning into Next Level Mastermind is brilliant because that's exactly what we did in that instance was literally we all sat around in a circle under these beautiful pine trees with this breathtaking view, and it was a mastermind. We all shared from our hearts, and it was really touching. It was really wonderful. Probably kind of nerve-wracking for some people. I could see some people were nervous, some people were reluctant to share, and eventually everyone did. And I think that right there was a massive breakthrough. Certainly for myself, I'm sure for a lot of other people. Just simply sharing from your heart, keeping it real, and it was really cool. And that was the first day, and it just got better. So anyway, thank you, Amy.
Absolutely, yeah. It was a powerful weekend for sure. And yeah, so thanks for sharing all that. And you know, I just yeah, I mean, mostly I just want you guys to know what, you know, like there's no way to put it into words about what happened for people this weekend. But the biggest thing for me is you know, again, I don't know how many of you were on the hangout that I did with Nicole Cooper right before the event, the topic of that hangout, which is something that I've been just really working on lately, and it's just a topic that's near and dear to my heart, which is, you know, basically conscious marketing, authentic marketing, sharing yourself, being in integrity. This industry does have a lot of spammy, schemy stuff going on all over the place, and it always has, and it's getting worse by the minute. But that doesn't mean that that's how we have to build our businesses. Like, to me, I honestly believe, and I think everybody that was there this weekend can feel, that what we're up to is way bigger. It's way bigger than copying and pasting and spamming Facebook events all over the place. Like, that's not what this is. This is about changing the world, making a difference for people. And the best way to do that is by sharing your heart with people and connecting with people. And, you know, this is about people. You know, this isn't about I mean, it's not about anything else. And if you market from a place of desperation, just about money, join now, and I guarantee you'll make money, and like that's all you're doing, you're not helping people connect to their vision, and they're very unlikely to stay around. You know, they're joining because they're desperate too, and they need to make a quick buck right now, and if they don't, they're gone. And anyway, they're not going to be joining from a place of connection and vision and stuff like that. So, you know, so that's been my struggle, I guess you could call it, for the last couple of months, as I've seen the internet get spammier than ever, and just being so like kind of, you know, I said to Chris, like, I cannot align with this industry if this is the way that it's going to go, like if it's going to just become a big spam fest. Like, I want nothing to do with that. At the same time, this is my livelihood, this is my passion. I love what I do, and so it's just for us all to see that we don't have to do it that way to have success. As a matter of fact, the long-term success that with staying power comes from being authentic and integrous and sharing from your heart, because that's how you attract people that want to be around you, that stick around you. That's why, you know, like my team, might not be the biggest team in the company, but I have people on my team that have been with me since the beginning because I'm not. It's just not, the message is just, it's authentic, and it's not about just money, and it's about truly wanting to help people. And so, you know, that's what we're up to here. That's what our team is up to, and that's what, you know, not the whole company is up to. You know, the company is a lot. There's a lot of people in the company that are that they don't want to market this way. They just want to spam, do that, and that's fine. To each their own. But it made me, this weekend made me really happy to see that there was like this collective consciousness of people who don't want to go down that road, that really feel like we can lift the industry up by being authentic and true and honest and just connecting with people and raising people up. So it was powerful.
Hey, Amy.
Yeah.
You know, what you just said completely fits the metaphor of this entire weekend. Raising people up, you don't want to go down that road, all this stuff. That whole hike was really a symbol, because here we got to the top of this viewpoint where you could look and see for miles. You could see Denver, you could see everything. And that's what our marketing is about. It's about consciousness raising content that we're creating, not just to create money, but actually to attract the people that we know that we can help and lift up. I know that there was somebody on that hike that was deathly afraid of heights, and she almost didn't make it up to the top, but her husband was like, look, hun, if I'm doing it, you're doing it. And she made it to the top, even though she was really frightened. And a lot of times when we're in our marketing, we're afraid of heights. We're afraid to go to the top. We're afraid of success. We have a fear of success. And so, and maybe it's because we're afraid of all the things, the other problems that might come with, you know, actually having an abundance. And that's a whole mindset that we could talk about in another hangout. But to let go of that desperation, because you're not going to get to the top of the mountain if you're carrying a heavy load. If you're looking down and you're afraid of heights because you're looking down, and that's the same kind of thing as like having doubt. Will this really work? Am I doing the right thing? Should I be taking this risk? Should I? All those doubts in our mind, right? That's kind of like looking down over the edge and being frightened, when you don't have to look down over the edge because you're going somewhere and you have leaders to follow and to take you to the top. So I just like that whole metaphor. And you know what? This is the next level mastermind. This is who we are now. And it's all about rising up. It's all about taking people to the next level from wherever they're at. And the next level, I mean, it takes, you can't skip steps. You got to go one step at a time. And so I love that name, because we're not trying to get you from here to the very top. We're trying to get you one step at a time up the mountain, and all those gaps are filled in. All the training is going to be there to get to get somebody from point A to point B. And you know, that's also what my song was about, that it being like kind of a theme, not just for this weekend, but for our team and everything else, is we're all going to rise. And I have faith that one day all of us will open our eyes, not just in our team, but on the planet, shifting across the globe. And I don't want to get too woo-woo here, but I believe that one day everyone will have enlightenment, and maybe it won't be in my lifetime, but maybe in the next. So if we can focus our marketing on that and not just, you know, making money, it's going to just be more powerful and draw more people.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we lost her. Well, it'll draw the right people. That's the thing, you know, because there's like at that retreat this weekend, there was a certain consciousness there, and people that are just money, 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 money wouldn't have even. It would have been a different vibration. So when we market from our heart with our, you know, authenticity, we attract like-minded people. So you might not attract everybody that way, because there are a lot of people that want nothing to do with that. They just want to market, copy and paste, and do all that stuff. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with copying and pasting, by the way. I'm just saying, like, you know, to to be you. You have gifts to share, and don't be afraid to share them. Don't just think that you have to just copy and paste your way, because the way I see it is, and I shared this on the Hangout last night too, that we're all born original, but a lot of us die a copy, trying to be like somebody else, using somebody else's emails every time you send out an email. Just like leveraging other people so much that you lose your own voice. And it's important to maintain your voice and share your gifts, and don't die with your music still in you. Don't become a carbon copy of whatever that you're doing. And that's what I love about Empower Network, because it is a system that allows us all. It's a vehicle and a system, and it's a great vehicle to help us create financial independence. And at the same time, there's room for us all to be exactly who we want to be and who we are, without putting anybody in a box. And that's why there's so many people from all walks of life in our company. And that's why it's okay if somebody wants to get up on the stage barefoot and the next person wants to get up in a tuxedo. And if somebody wants to get up and talk about Christianity and the next person gets up there and they're in a same-sex marriage, like, none of that matters here. It's just about each person having their voice, and everybody belongs here. Everybody fits in here. So for us each to go out and speak from our heart, use our own voice, we can attract more people and help them rise up and do the same thing, and be part of that as well. So it's awesome. I've never been more excited. I mean, we're coming up on 3 years here that I've been in Empower Network, and what's so cool about this journey, for me anyway, is it just keeps getting better. It keeps getting more exciting. I never look back and say, oh, it used to be so much better, and now, and that's because the person who's leading us all, David Wood, has such a big vision, and he's constantly evolving and taking us with him. He refuses to stand still. He'll never stand still. So our company will never stand still either, and we're going to be constantly evolving and growing and taking it to the next level. So it's a great place to be. So anyway, if you guys want to say anything else, you're welcome to, and then we'll wrap it up. We've been on over an hour, and I don't want to keep people, but I just wanted to update you guys. And like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to type them in the comments, and otherwise we can wrap it up here.
I would love to share something, Amy.
Okay.
In fact, just before getting on this Hangout, this happened to me, and I thought it was symbolic. It was a sign, kind of like the hike up to the top of the mountain. There's a lot of metaphors there, and it was a really cool way to start off the weekend. And and for those of you watching, it wasn't just a straight hike up the mountain. We actually got lost. I'm not sure who was leading then, but we actually got lost, and rather than everyone freaking out, we just backtracked and went and found the right trail and found our way to the top. But I wanted to share what happened this afternoon. I went out and got something to eat, and on the way back, I was driving and looking at Facebook, which I shouldn't do. Don't do that. And was getting all these cool messages, and was just feeling really inspired, and just really on a high, and just felt really great. And at the stoplight was reading some of these messages, and then I turned the radio on, and it's this Bruce Springsteen song, "On Fire." Whoa, I'm on fire. And I just thought, that.
Hey, little girl, is your daddy home?
That's exactly the song. Yeah. That came on right as I was feeling this incredible high and reading all these awesome heartfelt messages, and it was I was really in a place of gratitude, just thinking about it, and it happened all at the perfect time. And it reminded me, this whole weekend, I think you could sum it up like this. It makes you look at that song Rocky Mountain High a little differently. Right?
Yep. We went up to this ranch for the top leaders of the Denver event. Got invited to go up to this ranch on the Thursday before the event started, and we went on a hayride, and it was like me and Chris and Aaron Rashkin and Tony Rush and Tracy Walker, whatever. It was like the top leaders in the company, and Chris was playing Rocky Mountain High on his phone as we're like on this hay ride in the mountains. It was so funny.
Yep. Yep. So again, Amy, thank you so much for including me. It was really a wonderful, incredible, life-changing experience. I think this changes everything, and you know, we've all heard that saying about thinking outside the box. And I got back here to my house after this weekend, and I'm thinking, what box? You know, honestly, what box? And you know, what fear? There's no fear. It's just it's gone now, and so I feel like the real Michael Leaf just came out. He just arrived, and I got permission to be me this weekend, and that's what I'm taking from my heart into the future. So thank you.
That's awesome. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for taking such good care of everybody this weekend.
My pleasure.
Sierra, do you have any closing thoughts?
Yeah, I do. Just about what's coming and kind of a call to action for you guys. One thing that we did this weekend that was so empowering and facilitated such a huge shift in all of us was we worked on our story. And so I encourage you, I mean, if you're part of this team, you're also part of Team Be the Change. Chris actually has a training on how to tell your story on Team Be the Change on the site under resources or whatever. Go through that training and write your story, because you're going to need that. And it goes all across all mediums, all kinds of content that you do, whether it's in a blog post, whether you're on a hangout or you're doing a video. I mean, you're going to be constantly telling your story, so work that out. That's a huge part of it. And then I'm going to also do a training for you. Amy asked me to do a training on how to create a bridge video that goes from you and then bridges to Amy. And I know Amy has quite a few videos that we could actually bridge to, so you can choose which one you like, and that depending on who your target niche is and who you're actually marketing to. So for instance, the one I'm using right now is targeting work from home. You know, if I want to target law of attraction, I'm going to use a different video of hers, and you can change, you know, you can even create a template with your story where you have certain sections that change depending on who you're targeting. But that's okay. And then when you have your story written, start working on a video that you can do, because that's going to be something that we're going to be training about very soon. So
Yeah, Sierra did a really good job of taking, you know, that's the reason that I haven't brought this funnel to the whole team yet, is because, you know, it's a funnel that I made. I made it specifically for the team to use, but I wanted to test it and make sure that it was going to convert. Wasn't sure, you know, like it's not coded yet, so it's not like people can just add their username to the end of it. So for me to create a page for Sierra and Jacqueline, I had to actually create them each their own page. And Sierra did a good job of, you know, one of the things that I showed you guys and at the event this weekend when I was talking about video marketing is there's a code that you can put. I'm not going to get into that right now, but there's a code that you can put in on a page where you have your video that'll automatically redirect to another page at however many seconds you tell it to. So like if you have a 6-minute video, you put in 360 seconds and then it automatically redirects. So Sierra did a really good job of creating a page in Lead Pages that automatically redirects. She has a capture page of her own. When they opt in, they get taken to her video that automatically redirects to my video. And this is exactly the funnel that Jordan and I made when Jordan first came back. Same thing. Jordan introduced me because we were creating a funnel because he wanted a way to leverage my success, because although he's my upline, he had stepped back and hadn't done anything with Empower. So he created a video introducing me, and then I introduced Dave Wood, and it redirected to Dave Wood's video. It's the same concept. And so since she did such a good job, like she said, we're going to have her, we can either do a live training or she can, you know, make a video that'll be up soon on the new team site where she's going to show people exactly what she did, because it's a really powerful way that you can basically leverage any other funnel, you know, out there really easily. And so anyway, we'll have that. Yeah, we'll have her show you how she did that, because she's a natural anyway on camera, because she's a child star.
And you know, one thing I definitely recommend doing as well.
Oh, we lost her.
I think we lost her.
Yeah, we did. Give her a minute, see if she jumps back on. Here she comes.
There she goes.
You there, Sierra? I see your picture, but I don't see you. Give it another minute, and then we're going to close it out.
Is she muted?
She's muted, but she's not. She's got something going on with her internet, so I can't see her either. She muted herself. She's gone again.
There we go.
There she is.
So, I'm sorry about that, guys. Did you catch any of that?
All we heard was something I recommend doing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, everything froze up on me. My kids, I've been telling them not to play Minecraft, but they keep playing. So I grabbed the tablets, which should be good. So yeah, and this is, Michael, something I was talking to you about and that we both agreed on, you know. I definitely recommend, even if you don't have a marketing budget yet, act as if you do. Start, you know, if you want to use lead pages or you want to use the free lead page kind of creation software that comes with ITF, whatever it is you're going to do, start creating lead pages and start like capture pages, right? Start creating ads, start creating videos. Act as if you already have a marketing budget and create all that stuff, and your marketing budget will show up. In fact, that just happened to me. I've been creating all these funnels and everything else, and a marketing budget just showed up for me. And I didn't even think about the marketing budget. I wasn't even worried about the marketing budget. All I was thinking about is, how can I get the best conversions? How can I create the best capture pages? How can I, you know, the funnel. I was just focused on that. And so the marketing budget came. So definitely, you know, be prepared. Get ready for that.
Yep. Absolutely, and I mean, I was sharing as well with you guys at the pool the other night about, that's what I did in the beginning. I hired Andrea, who is now my full-time assistant, on Craigslist just to call my new members, and I didn't pay her anything. I paid her, you know, I didn't pay her unless she scheduled an appointment with somebody that had just joined. That whole training is on our team site. My ad, everything is on there, but basically I hired her. And I said, like, you know, I may or may not sign people up each week, and you're only getting paid when I do. You're getting paid $5 each time you schedule an appointment. Not when you leave a voicemail. And if they don't answer the phone, then you never get the money. But she was okay with that. And so what was cool about that was I had her in place before I was even really signing anybody up. So the minute I started signing people up, my assistant was calling them. I had already made the $25, and I was paying her $5 of it, and it was totally worth it to me because it changed my business by having her schedule my appointments for me, which was the training that Dave Wood did, which is why I did it. But, you know, just like Sierra was talking about, I hired her before it didn't cost me anything to hire her. She only got paid when I made money. You know, I make the 25, and then she gets paid $5 of it when she schedules an appointment. And that appointment would normally turn into another, you know, $4,000 or whatever. So it was totally worth paying her $5 to do that. So, you know, again, just treat this like a business and get set up for success. Set yourself up for success, and then the success will come.
Guys, this is very, very powerful for everyone listening. What Amy and Sierra are sharing right here. Amy, I applied that right away, by the way, and hired a person immediately after that conversation the other night. Yes. And so preparing yourselves ahead of time, getting ready for it so that when marketing budget like Sierra shows up, you're ready and able to take advantage of that and move forward. So it's very, very powerful. Don't take this lightly.
Yep. All right. Well, I think it's time for us to wrap this up. So, unless anybody has anything else, I'm going to end it. But I hope you guys are as excited as we are. And I really look forward to what's to come. And let me know if you want to come to the event next Thursday, the 14th. And if you don't live here, think about who you know in this area, and we'll take really good care of them. And they'll get to hang out with us and Avram and Nikki and Aaron Rashkin and some of the other local leaders, and they'll be blown away. So, this is an opportunity for you to just send people there, leverage yourself, and get your business off the ground. So thank you for being here today, guys. I know it was short notice, and and that was one other thing that I was going to say is once we get in more of a flow, with all the changes that are going on with Team Be the Change and my part in that, with different things on my schedule with that, I'd like to have like a more set in stone time for our hangouts so that they're not always last minute. So in any case, we'll figure that out in our mastermind, the best way to go about that. But in any case, for now, thank you for those of you that are always here at the last minute and spontaneously. And this recording will stay up on this page. So I'll be putting it in the Facebook group if you want to watch it again, or for those people that couldn't join us live, and go back and watch the recording. So that's all I have. Have a great day, everybody. And see you at the next level.
Take care, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.